All right, good morning. Looks like we're live, everybody. Just waiting to see people turn up, and we can see that it's an absolutely gorgeous start to the day. Hi, we've got about 8 people on already. Look, this is my attempt at being Christmassy. I wasn't going to go out and buy one of those hats that last about 2 minutes and then you chuck them away. Hi Catherine, hi Joanne, hi Anne. Good morning everybody. So the first bit of news that I have for you all is that my battery's not fully charged, and I don't know why that is. So this might only be a very short tour, and I can't figure out why my battery pack is not charging either. So I think it's got something to do with the double adapter thing that I use. Hi Tariq, good morning. Hi Lisa, lovely to see you. All right, so Merry Christmas everybody. I've got this handy little craft thing that I made. Hi Natalie. It's Christmas wrapping paper. As I said, I wasn't going to go out and buy one of those $2 hats that you end up chucking away. So this is my attempt at being Christmassy. I'm going to take it off in a minute, so grab your postcards if you must. Hi Julie. And former Hago Voyager Erin, good morning, how are you? Lovely to see you all here this morning. I can see that there's a few more people jumping on now, and the sky's looking absolutely gorgeous behind me. I know about charging a phone, and I use a wireless one and it does not always charge up. Yeah, modern day technology, the stumbling blocks, huh? I swear it was fully charged this morning, but anyway, there you go. Hi Cynthia, hi Lethargy, hi Dawn, and Merry Christmas everybody. I'm going to turn this camera around in a moment, and we'll go for a little walk down towards North Narrabeen Rock Pool to see this lovely sunrise that's happening at the moment. There is a cloud bank over there, so I'm not sure what it's going to look like, but that's the joy of getting out early in the morning and just seeing what the day brings. Okay, let me see, why don't I take this hat off now? You've had your chance, it's going away, I'm not keeping it on any longer. And we'll turn the camera around in a moment. Richard's going to put that away in the car, I don't need it. Alright, so let's start by wishing you all a gorgeous morning. Merry Christmas everybody, and whichever greeting is appropriate to you. This happens to be the day that's important in my culture, but in yours it may be something else, or you may have moved to Christmas and adopted that as your celebration. Whatever is important to you, let's share it here now. I know that in some cultures it's a different day. In the Greek calendar, for instance, I know that it's Orthodox Christmas is celebrated at a different time. I can't remember if it's before or after ours. And of course there's Hanukkah and many other variations on this time of year that we hold important to us. Thanks, Natalie. Is there a different day in the Dutch calendar as well? For some reason that's niggling in the back of my mind that maybe there is. So, Merry Christmas, season's greetings, happy holidays, and it's celebrated after hours. Thank you, Tariq. Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure. Hi Tricia, lovely to see you. I haven't seen you for ages. And of course Santa arrived in your part of the world before he arrived in ours. A couple of hours before. So of course Santa's already been to our time zones, and he's probably on his way to many of yours who we have here with us right now. Okay, so the sky's starting to brighten up. Let me first of all acknowledge that we're meeting today on the traditional lands of the Garigal people, and pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. Now look at this sky. Okay, I'm going to zoom in and try and get that to expose for it. I don't need that anymore, so I'll take the stand off, the tripod off, the gimbal. and we are here at North Narrabeen Beach. Sorry about the jiggling, I'm just taking the tripod off the gimbal. And let's walk in this direction. I'm not going to stay zoomed in, I just wanted you to see this gorgeous sky, but that's the direction that we'll be walking in. And really, today's tour is just about the celebration of the day. So I thought, what better way to do that with a gorgeous sunrise down at the beach, overlooking the ocean, looking in Trish's direction, in fact, over there in New Zealand. If I'm quiet and don't speak, we can hear the sound of the ocean and the rippling of the tide through the entrance of Narrabeen Lagoon. Hi, Robin. Now, I've also got my very unsexy reef shoes on, so I may walk out over the rock platform a little way. We'll see how it goes. And also we'll see how long the battery lasts on my camera. Anyway, it's all about adaptation, isn't it? So tell me, everyone, how are you spending your day? Trish is waving from New Zealand. Dawn says, hi Trisha. Emily says you got booted once. I must have missed what Dawn said. So are you all experiencing issues with YouTube? I don't know if it's my end. I don't know if it's the Streamlabs app. Is that what's doing it? So all of these things I need to try and figure out. But it seems to have only happened in the last 2 tours. Which coincidentally are being embedded on the new site, which should have absolutely nothing to do with it, with my limited knowledge of technology, but that should have nothing to do with causing hiccups to the live stream as far as I know. Alright, so across the channel here, which is the entrance to Narrabeen Lagoon, we have North Narrabeen Beach. We've got the council workers grooming the beach at the moment. There's a little sand dune over there. Richard took our granddaughter with the bodyboard up that sand dune the other day. Maybe I should have a go at that like I did at Barubi. Sunrise is expected in around about 15-20 minutes from now. And so the sky's starting to look quite gorgeous. YouTube's working for you. Thanks for letting us know, Lynn. Dawn says I was okay on Evia and Andrea's tour just since I switched here. It's all a puzzle, isn't it? I really don't have an answer for that. So, very strange. Emily, you love Narrabeen. Yes, we've been here a few times and I think Richard's brought you here as well. North Narrabeen, of course, is the venue for one of our major surf contests, surf competitions. It's a very famous break on the surf calendar. Over there at the moment we have people watching the sunrise as well as people fishing, beach fishing. And there's a couple of surfers out there as well, but they're kind of difficult to see. They're just dots. And in the far distance is Long Reef Headland, another place that I've taken you to on tours in the past. There's a sign here that I won't pause and look at because it's all... Can you see that? It's a bit dark. It says it's the largest coastal lagoon in the Sydney region. Contains important plants like seagrass and salt marsh, and that provides a home for many animals. So just a little bit. It talks about the water levels in the lagoon, and locals are constantly nagging council to artificially open the entrance to the lake when it gets closed up naturally through the movement of sand. And then of course the lake does start to get a little bit manky. What's the word? Anyway. So this opens and closes naturally, but the locals like to see it open all the time. And North Narrabeen Swimming Club is based here in this building. So here, of course, Narrabeen Rock Pool, Narrabeen Ocean Pool, one of the many ocean pools in the Sydney area. It's absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful wave sound. Fishing for Christmas lunch is very Aussie. Yeah, Claire, it is. Briefly zoom to the golden sky, please. Sure, Dawn. We'll do that again once we get down to the pool, because it's lovely with reflection across the water. All right. Let's go out this way. Rather blessed with the sky this morning. I wasn't sure what it was going to be, because the forecast was just for overcast, and I just had my fingers and toes and everything else crossed that there would be enough blue sky to allow us to have a lovely sunrise opportunity. You're very welcome, Dawn. Okay, so here's where we get the beautiful, beautiful reflections. This fellow's got his camera. This is a popular spot for sunrise photography. And of course over here as well we have the waves breaking over the rock shelf. Wow, look at that. Perfect timing. How beautiful. Someone in the pool doing laps. And how about I hold it just on that shot there for a moment. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, bit of cloud, perfect. Full cloud can muck up your sunrise. All right, so I'm just having a think about which way to go, whether I should head out along the edge of the pool over this way or just head straight up the middle. Why don't we have a look over this way first of all, and then we'll come back. Let me zoom out. You want to see what's making all that noise? Thank you. I just didn't want to get in front of that fellow's camera. Here we go, there's the noisemaker. There's the noisemaker just there. Okay, back to the sky, back to the star of the show. Barking at the waves probably, yes, probably. And here's our chance to get wet. Our first opportunity to get wet feet is right here. I've got my beautiful reef shoes on. Whoa, there we go. Wet feet now. I'm just holding on to the chain. Okay, beautiful, beautiful spot to take photos from. You're right here. Ah, okay, that one wet the camera. So if the image looks a bit fuzzy, let me just see if I can. I'm just gonna use my shirt. Sorry. That's better. That's better. Yes, we got splashed. We got splashed. Let's walk out along this way for a little bit and then I'll go over to the rock shelf. I literally am stuffing up this guy's photography now, I'm sure. Hi Sarah, good morning. So yeah, is the image clear? That wave just splashed the camera lens, so I wiped it with my shirt, and hopefully the image is nice and clear now. Now, I've never actually tried walking along that edge, but I think it might be just a little bit too risky walking along there. I think I prefer to walk up the middle. It can be done, probably by teenagers. So you can walk along this edge of the pool here with the chain, but I think I'd probably prefer not to. Richard's shrugging his shoulders and going, "Don't look at me." But yeah, what do you say? I think the verdict's a bit of a no. Yeah, the gimbal's okay. The gimbal's okay. I missed what Laurie said. Laurie. Oh, is it Christmas yet? Yes, Laurie, it's 5:25 in the morning. Sunrise is 5:25? 5:37, sorry, 5:37. So sunrise is about now. Look at that. That almost looks like a mushroom cloud, doesn't it? Sunrise is at 5:42 and it's 5:37 now, so 5 minutes. Thanks, Leslie. It is gorgeous, isn't it? So what I want to do is I want to make my way over to that point there. I just got the low battery warning, guys, so just be warned. We probably will have a short tour this morning. That's my 20% warning just came up, and I've tried. Ooh, this big dog's going to push me in the water. No. I won't fight it for space though. All right, so let's make use of the time that we have left. It might be a short tour. My cable isn't working. My backup battery isn't working. So something in that technology chain is letting me down, and I need to figure out what it is. But I also tried plugging into the gimbal, and that didn't work either. All right, let's look over here. Absolutely gorgeous sky this morning. We are so blessed. All right, so we're going to time this sunrise. Oh, is she filming? Let's head out along the centre path between the two pools. We've got the natural pool on the left, and we've got the actual pool on the right of us. We have this narrow strip between. You're very welcome, Natalie. Very welcome. And yeah, no problem with lethargy. I'm alright. I'm taking it slow. It's, how wide would you say this is? Let me just give you my feet for perspective. It's that wide. So it's not too bad. It's okay. We can do this. I'm going to head out towards where the waves are breaking, just so we can get a little bit closer. We don't plan to get wet again or anything. I can hear music. I think someone's having a late finishing party up on the headland. Is the tide coming in or going out? I believe it's coming in. What am I looking at? Oh, there's a party on the beach. That's where the music's coming from. Look at that. I'd say it is if you fell in, keep the electronics above water tide. fall in, keep the yeah, absolutely. If I fall in, I'll keep the water. Save the electronics before myself. I don't think we've ever seen you swim. Maybe today is not the day. No, I don't think you'll probably ever see me swim, Lynn. Richard, yeah, sure. Me, not so much. Yeah, that you might have to keep that one on your unlikely ever to see list. Thanks, Dawn. Later on this morning, we'll be going to my mother's place, which is about 20 minutes from here, at a place called Narrowena. Almost missed it. It's really hard to spot exactly where the waves are going to break and keep the sun in frame as well. Okay, here we go. So we're out on this little sort of ramp. There's the sunrise, the direction of the sunrise. My guess is it's already come over the horizon. It just hasn't come up above that bank of cloud as yet. As I said, be warned though that my battery could cut out at any time. So another technology issue I need to try and resolve. Yeah, so we saw a group of people heading up the hill. We saw a group of people heading up the hill as we were parking, and they looked like they were leaving a party. That explains it. It's over there. Party on the beach. Can you hear the music? It's just sort of a dull bass in the background. So for anyone who missed my tour, was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. I was describing what we have for Christmas lunch, and that's perfect, Anne. You can hear the thumping, Dawn. Yeah, all it is that sort of dull bass in the background. So the other day, I'm not going to try and go in there. It's just a little bit too deep and swirly and slippery. There's moss down there as well. Christmas lunch for us will involve fresh prawns, oysters, cold cuts like ham and turkey. I think someone's doing a turducken, cold turducken. We will have probably fruit salad. I think Mum's doing trifle this year. It's one of those desserts that taste delicious and can look really ugly on the plate. Just look like a big mess. If anyone hasn't heard of a trifle, I know those from an English background will know what a trifle is. It's basically layering of things like sponge cake and jelly and custard and fruit. Traditionally, you might soak your sponge cake in an alcohol of some sort, but Mum's not going to do that. Oh, you have trifle there as well. I just got the 10% warning, guys. So just to let you know, we're going to hang here for as long as we can. But I just got the 10% battery warning. Yeah, she's not putting sherry in it, which is a bit of a shame. I do as well. I don't mind a bit of a sherry trifle. And then, look, the sky's looking just beautiful now. That actually looks like an anvil to me now. It's not a mushroom cloud anymore. It's more of an ironworker's anvil. Do you know what I'm going to do? Just very quickly, just in case I lose you, I'm going to turn the camera around and say Merry Christmas to you all, just in case the battery dies. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Merry Christmas. I hope it's very special, whichever way you choose to celebrate it and however you choose to spend it. Yes, lethargy I'm doing. I have one more tour planned, and let me turn this camera around again. I have one more tour on the calendar, which is Freshwater Beach and the history of surfing in Australia. And I'm planning to do, whoa, that was a good one. I'm planning to do perhaps one more, which might be one of those fun little, okay, wet feet, fun little paddle boats out on the lake. So just having a think about whether I do that one or not. All right, I think it's this that's the problem. Rich is going to try plugging in the cable to the battery pack, but I think it's the adapter that's the problem, not the cable. It doesn't feel like it's connecting. It doesn't feel like it's plugging in properly. Yeah, it's okay. I'll hang on to this and put it in my pocket. All right, so we know that the battery pack is working. We know that it does charge Richard's phone and it charges my phone. I think it's just the double adapter that I'm using that's the problem. Thank you, everybody, and Merry Christmas to you as well. We're going to stay here until the battery dies or until the sun comes up, one or the other. And let me just back up a little. Sorry, I'm just going to turn around briefly. 1 second. Okay. So, I have to do this for Cynthia. The wet feet thing. I'm going to step into the water here. All right? So, here we go. It's the pants rolled up moment. I'm standing in the water and there's the sunrise over there. The pants aren't rolled up. I didn't have enough hands. They're wet. And let's just watch the sun come up. I'm going to shut up for a moment. Look, I paddled here the other day. We brought our granddaughter down and she was snorkeling behind me. There's not a lot to see underwater here. There's some tiny little fish. But I had these same reef shoes on and I took some some GoPro footage. There, the wave in front of the sun. That's the one I was looking for. Okay, I think it's about, oh look, it's just coming now. It's just coming now. Fantastic. I'm glad my battery held out till now. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Hi, Leslie. Welcome. I hope you have a magnificent, meaningful day. It was actually, oh sorry, I just tripped up that step. It was actually difficult for me to decide how to go about this with everything that's going on in the world right now. I've got a GoPro camera, Laurie, which is one of those tiny little ones that's about 2 inches wide and you can take it underwater. And that's what I'm hoping to mostly use. It's still here. It was the double adapter, the connector. I've disconnected my headphones, so the microphone's no longer muffled, but there's not much wind this morning. So here we go. We managed to get back on. We've got the sun rising. I've taken a couple of photos, and when you look back at the recording, if you do, you will see at least that the sun did come up as was expected. I can see that there's 2 people there by the looks of things. Give me a wave if you're hearing me and seeing me still. I know that everybody mostly has left, understandably. I'm going to zoom in, get to the waves breaking and the sun. Cynthia, you're still here. Thank you so much. And Robin, hi. So there was a little bit of a delay getting back on because my camera died completely. But I've disconnected my headphones and plugged the battery pack directly into the camera. Dawn, Sarah, wonderful, hi. So let's have just a last few minutes with this gorgeous sun, and particularly the reflection on the water. And I'm going to do a lovely, beautiful pan around this wonderful, wonderful start to the day. Hi Natalie, I'm glad you're still here. So here we go, here's the lovely North Narrabeen headland, just starting to light up. Tariq and the bears still here. Thank you everyone. And this is where I walked through the other day with my reef shoes on, but I'm not going to do it with the gimbal. Too many ways that I can have a disaster. Over here we've got the sun starting to light up Collaroy and the southern end of Narrabeen Beach. And then we come back to the sun over here, glowing on the water across the rock platform. All right, everybody, I'm going to make my way back towards the beach. You're welcome to stay with me, and we'll walk along the opening of the lake. Here we go. So we're going to walk back along this narrow strip here between the two pools. I'm going to take it very slowly. So I was asking you how you're going to spend your day. Tell me what Christmas Day looks like for you. I know it's Christmas Eve for most of you right now. Richard wants to know how deep the snow is in your part of the world. I don't think where Tariq is, the snow's very deep. Or Tariq's in London and Natalie's in Amsterdam or in the Netherlands. I don't think the snow's very deep there. But anyone else? I left but then came back on again as I saw it was still live. Well done, Robin. Thank you. All right, taking it very slow, just walking back along here. And we'll turn around when we get to the end and see what the sun's looking like. Very quiet, Julie. And I guess that's what I was hoping to fill as well, was a little bit of a gap where we can all meet in the spirit of Christmas and get together as a supportive family for those who don't have those connections. For many is a really, really important day. I confess I'm no longer practicing any faith of any kind, but I still support the spirit of getting together with family and special people for Christmas. You spend it on your own with the bears and make a ribollita, a Tuscan bread soup. Oh, Tariq, how are you not sharing a ribollita with people? I'd be there in a heartbeat. Just you and Mum, Sarah? That ribollita sounds delicious. We're going to have to make an effort to get to London maybe next year, Tariq. It sounds delicious. All right. So spending it with my special brother. That's amazing. That's awesome. Just me and your doggy, Cynthia. Well, we've all spent Christmas morning here together as a virtual Voyager family. Look at all the surfers out there now. So I can see that there's probably about a dozen surfers out there at the famous North Narrabeen break. Dawn says just mum and my 2 cats. The 2 cats that we're house sitting are going to get their present from their owner when we get home. I think I've seen your cat in photos, Natalie. There's a Qantas plane taking off up there. I wonder where people are flying off to on Christmas morning. All right. Well, I was glad I was able to reconnect with you all. So we've just come round the headland. Stefan is doing a tour in Nice, so we'll watch that. Okay. Nice is a part of the French coast I haven't been to. I got to Menton and where else did I get to? Oh, the Camargue. A beautiful little town called Les Saint-Marie-sur-la-Mer. But didn't actually get to the busier Saint-Tropez or Cannes or any of those sort of places. And the sun's just starting to poke its nose around the headland. All right, so when you do other Christmas tours with other guides this morning, please be sure to pass on my greetings and Christmas wishes with them. I won't get a chance to join any other tours this morning as we prepare for Christmas lunch with the family. This is my ideal picture of Christmas to start with. You're very welcome, Sarah. Very welcome. If you stay with me for a couple more minutes, I'll take you over to the sculptures that are just past where we've parked the car. There are 3 beautiful sculptures just overlooking the lake at the edge of a park over there. I'll show you those and then we'll finish up. So we get to walk along this little sandy path here. This was my stomping ground when I was growing up. I lived in this area from the age of 10 till the age of 18, and then on and off for many years after that, in between flatting in the city. My parents were here in Narrabeen right up until about 10 years ago. So this has always been my hometown. Sarah says, thank you for a beautiful tour, Lynn. Yeah, thank you. Oh, that's Sandy. There, thanks, Sandy. And Dawn says, this has been nice and calming. Love the sound of waves. It is always very soothing. The rhythmic sound of the waves has that, what's the word? And I don't even know how to say it correctly. Somnolent. Is that the word? Is that the word I'm looking for? Makes you feel sleepy and relaxed. All right, everybody. So if there's anyone on the tour, I think I saw a few names who aren't regulars, who has enjoyed this tour this morning, would like to see more of what I'm doing around Sydney before we leave Australia in a couple of weeks, and you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Hit the notifications bell so you get notified of anything new that I'm planning or have uploaded. Share postcards. Sharing postcards helps people in the group be aware of what we're doing together. So these are oysters, and they've been they depict the area. This one depicts the lake, the layout of the area. Okay, Rich is wearing my hat. Look. My hat that I made. As I said, I wasn't going to spend $2 on a cheap bit of plastic that I get to throw out later, so I made one. Somnolent. Thank you, Tariq. I was close. Okay, so here's the beautiful oyster shell, and it shows the lake and fish and shellfish. And then over here we have another one. I think we have another two. And I think the third one actually has the name of the artist. There's a little teeny tiny one down there too. And that shows the barra, the Aboriginal or indigenous fish hook made of bone. And we see what the plaque says about it. Coast Walk Public Art. It depicts oyster shells. It's called middens, and middens, of course, is a word that means it's a place where Aboriginals made camp, and they would have left the remains of their meals, like shells and that sort of thing, in a mound. So the artist is Frances Bell Parker, and it's an Aboriginal art and storytelling project. So I'll let you, if you want to know more, just take a postcard of that, and you can go back to it later. There is a QR code if you want to know more about it as well. I don't know how clear that is, but that's there too. And then there's a third one over here. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. They are gorgeous, aren't they, Sarah? That's right, I'm not going to get too close to you, mate. My hand's full, so I can't zoom. Oh, wait on, maybe I can. There we go. Morning, Magpie. Oh, stop it. Every time I touch the screen just wrong, it does something silly. And then this one has two little oyster shells at the base of it. No, they're not real. I'm not sure what they're made of. What are they made of? Let me see. Metal? I don't know what goes into casting something in quite this shape, but I think that's a work of art in itself, just getting the oyster depicted perfectly like that. There we go. Oh, you got a Lynn shadow. And I can see that that's come up 3 times, so that's usually an indication that something's going funny with my signal. So we might finish up there. I get a second chance to say goodbye, don't I? Since my battery's now connected again. So why don't I turn around and say goodbye with that in the background. Is that going to work, or is it just too overexposed? Hang on, we'll try. No, it's not working, is it? It wants to expose for me, which means everything else is all blown out. No, okay. All right, so I will say goodbye to you here and wish you all a wonderful Christmas, or as I said earlier, whichever holiday and celebration is important to you and your close people who are close to you. I hope it's meaningful and amazing, and I'm glad we got to share a little bit of it together. All right, everyone. See you on the next tour. Bye for now. Just imagine the size of the oyster if they were real. Yes, exactly, Dawn.